I feel so good today. Oh, good morning, happy people, friendly people, people who want to know what goes on in Vermont. Yeah, I gotta work on something. So, today is February the 4th, and we're gonna do our daily dose of Vermont news. I know it's gonna have 2 recordings today because I didn't get yesterday's uploaded until today. So we'll get you squared away and try and get this Monday through Friday headlines. Got my coffee, so let's get into some news. Let's start with some COVID-19, as Vermont seems to be leading the country on how it's handling COVID crisis. I guess I hear why a lot of people want to move here. Okay, so as of Wednesday, Vermont health officials reported 129 new coronavirus cases for a total of 12,329. There have been a total of 179 deaths. The state's percent positive 7-day average is 1.9%. A total of 306,853 people have been tested. 168 travelers are being monitored. 12,774 have completed monitoring, and 8,759 have recovered. And what does Vermont Digger say? As of Wednesday, 52 people were hospitalized with confirmed cases. 8 are still in intensive care. 2 more hospitalized with suspected cases. That's the latest coronavirus news. So let's get back to the front page of Vermont Digger and see what we got going on in Vermont. Lawmakers consider a broadband expansion bill. Committee bill attempts to address two major issues: funding for broadband expansion and how state government can best support the build-out. The importance of remote work, learning, and telehealth during the COVID-19 pandemic has spurred action to ensure the entire state has an internet connection. There still are areas that don't have reliable internet connection, that will still have, I believe, dial-up. In Vermont, you don't have a lot of choices for broadband for internet. We have Xfinity, Comcast. There's Consolidated Communications. There's Xfinity. There's Consolidated. I'm not sure who else there is in the state, but I know that there are areas where they don't have reliable internet, which is really affecting the kids and the remote learning. So you may want to, depending on where you're looking at moving, want to live, visit, you may want to look into that before, so you're aware of the internet issue problem. So what do we got here? Oh, here we go. Law enforcement officials told lawmakers Wednesday that the amount of criminal activity in and around motels where people experiencing homelessness are being housed during the pandemic is unacceptable. Barrie City Police Chief Tim Bombardier, maybe it's French, told the House Committee on General Housing and Military Affairs that currently 7 hotels in central Vermont are hosting 254 adults and 62 children experiencing homelessness. 138 of those adults, so over half, have been involved with police, fire, or EMS services while living at the hotels, and 53 have been arrested. Noise complaints, welfare checks, drug sales, overdoses, assaults, prostitution, human trafficking, domestic violence, and 1 missing person case last April that is probably going to turn out to be a homicide. Wow. The state has allocated several $1 million for additional police presence at these hotels statewide to try to alleviate some of the security issues going forward. Yeah, criminal's going to do what a criminal's going to do, police or not. You know about politics? Let's look at politics. Okay. Politics. Burlington official Luke McGowan to be senior advisor in the White House. Details emerge about the major state data breach. Governor's office steps in. Yeah, I mentioned this in yesterday's 55,000 identities released to the wrong people. So the governor's office is stepping in and trying to figure out what the heck happened. And Governor Scott struggling to reorganize state government. Well, what's he trying to reorganize state government for? Let's see. Governor Scott isn't having a lot of luck reorganizing state government via executive order. The move resolution rejecting an order issued last month to create a new state agency for law enforcement. Governor Scott's proposal to establish an agency of public safety, which would include a Department of Fire, Safety and Emergency Management and a Department of Law Enforcement. Currently, everything falls under the Department of Public Safety. Okay, so he's trying to consolidate that there. Act 250 Executive Order. Act 250 is the law that governs development in the state of Vermont. Oh, talk about weather. We got snow. We got some snow. Wasn't major. Well, we got like 6 inches of snow, so that's not a major snowstorm for us. Let's look at the next 10 days. It's cold. There you go. It's wintertime in Vermont. It's going to be cold. 57-acre New Hampshire summer camp has been shuttered. Listed for sale. The year it would have celebrated its 100th anniversary. I'm assuming that's another COVID casualty. The financial trainer running Conquer's Camp Spalding proved too great, according to the president of nonprofit Waypoint. 21 YMCA, half turn overnight program, supplemental model, paying half fees, 15, $400,000 annual budget. Wow. Camp Spalding. Yeah, there's not much that happens in Vermont, guys. Sorry. I mean, we did the COVID thing, and so let's do this little segment I like to call, I'm going to name this Oxygen Thief. They're stealing our good oxygen. Newport man arrested for hotel robbery and store burglary. Is he wearing a mask, or is that just his beard? Can you tell? Police have arrested a Newport resident. So Newport is way up in the northeast kingdom of the state, right on the Canadian border, and it is has Lake Memphremagog. Yeah, come on, let's bring that picture up. That is, oh, that's a beard. That is his facial hair. Wow. I thought it was a mask he was wearing wrong. Police have arrested a Newport resident in connection with thefts at a local hotel and business. Michael Cornell was arrested and will face charges of robbery and burglary. A report of a robbery at the Newport Inn and Suites, a hotel. Responding officers were told the man had approached an employee, demanded cash, and claimed he had a gun. Oh. And then this was December 17th. January 15th, reported break-in at Pure PC Repair on Western Avenue, where a suspect took an undetermined amount of cash. Anonymous tip identified Cornell as the suspect, interviewed him. He later called Newport police and allegedly confessed to the Pure PC Repair break-in. $10,000 bail arraigned tomorrow, New Orleans District Court. Oh, here's a good one. Winter swim on Lake Memphremagog going virtual this year. Virtual winter swimming. I'm virtually running right now, if they want to play that game. A winter swim on Lake Memphremagog. That's how you pronounce that. Memphremagog. Memphremagog. Home of Memphrey, a reported lake monster. Not to be confused with Champ, who is the lake monster that lives in Lake Champlain. The 7th annual Memphremagog Winter Swim Festival will be going virtual this year. During the last week of February, winter swimmers from Alaska to Ireland will be joining in. Organized saying total around 120 winter swimmers will be participating virtually. They're going to virtually swim. Like I'm virtually lifting weights right now. Since our first Winter Swim Festival in 2015, clans of cold water swimmers have been growing around the country, Phil White, director of Kingdom Games, said. White says many of these cold water swimmers have been swimming in socially distanced pods regularly through the fall and winter as the sport of winter swimming has spread across the country and blossomed. What the hell is a socially distanced pod? Swimming in a socially distanced pod. What's Google say? Huh. Social distancing gym pod. They're reminding people of because air can't go out the back or the top. It only goes forward or sideways. Oh my God, that's just hilarious. Bubble people. That's a social distancing pod. Wow. That is. You get your own 6 by 10 foot workout pod made out of shower curtains and PVC pipes. The back and the top of the pod are left open because air can't go out the back or the top. It only goes forward or sideways. Right? If the air conditioning ventilation is common for the entire area of the gym, then these plastic sheets are pretty much useless, one Twitter user claimed. It's like being in the non-peeing section of a swimming pool. So I don't get the I don't get it. Okay. Yeah, I'm virtually working out right now, guys. See me go. Virtually. I am virtually working out. Gonna lose those last 20 pounds that have been dogging me for 4 years by virtually working out. So yeah, if you want to do some virtual winter swimming, you can. Absolutely. Yeah, wow, Vermont can be weird. It can be weird. So I did have a question in one of the comments. Let me grab my phone. Oh, look at that. 109 subscribers. Thank you. So I'm going to butcher your name, and I am sorry. I know I answered you in the comments, but I'm going to answer you in this video. So, Andario Draken, sorry if I butcher your name, wants to know, how would one go about living on the outskirts of, say, Woodstock, and deal with there only being a single Costco in the state? Yes, we have one Costco for the entire state, which is near Burlington. It's in Colchester, Vermont. Is it just expected that rural Vermonters just need to drive more? Yes. And I have a video on driving expectations that I will link up here. So you can see that, yes, it's Vermont's rural. You're going to drive if you want to go any place like Costco or a chain restaurant kind of a thing. You're going to drive. So thank you for the question, and now it's a good time of day for me to say, hey, smash that like button, please, because it really helps my channel out. trying to grow this, trying to give you guys, some entertainment and inform you. Like I said, we're going to do the news 5 days a week, and I'll also throw in other, when I get out for work and can go places, I'll stop in and we'll do some other tours. But yeah, just if you could hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. It really helps the old YouTube algorithm a lot. So, okay. With that, guys, we're going to be done for today, February the 4th. We will do this again, come back tomorrow, February the 5th. We'll see if anything else happened in Vermont. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Take care. Stay safe.